Okay, after many technical difficulties, we are trying this 1 hour behind. 2:30 it is. You guys, it's Leanne, Harold McCoy here, franchise owner of HOTWORX, Papillion, Omaha, Midtown, and Kearney. I had wanted to get it live streaming to all 3 studios, but we are working with it today. And I'm so excited about this interview. I get to interview someone who's very important to me, been very influential to me in my life. She has helped me with mindset, overcoming some lack of confidence in some areas, and really helped me to create my identity both in leadership and my personal life. So she is a 4-time best-selling author, the visionary behind the Alpha Queen Collective, and she's helping women step fully into their power, leadership, and influence. So, Carissa, come on in.
Hey girl, how are you?
Yeah, I am great now because I'm hoping everybody can hear us this time around. But thank you so much for coming in the studio today.
Girl, it feels so good to be back in this studio, and I just saw Jasmine. She's so friendly, y'all. Come and see HOTWORX. It's amazing here.
This is not new stomping grounds for her. This is a return. She's definitely been in the saunas with us doing hot yoga, hot Pilates. I haven't got her into hot thunder yet, but
little intimidated by hot thunder.
It's coming. But okay, so Carissa, you wear many hats. You're a mother, a military spouse, a founder of Alpha Queen Collective, a movement maker, humanitarian, all of these things. So for those who do not know anything about you, talk to us about the hats that you wear.
Oh my goodness, like so many women out there wear so many hats, right? You mentioned them, mom, wife, spouse, all of the things, check. But I'm really grateful to have found my passion and my purpose as a leadership coach, a business strategist, identity engineer. I mean, my clients call me all kinds of fun things. I've even heard queen maker. But I really take my role with what I do with my clients very seriously. I love helping clients, and I love helping. Oh, hey, look at Shelly's watching. Hey, girl. Awesome. But yeah, I love wearing the hat of a coach. That's for sure.
So being a coach, you founded Alpha Queen Collective.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about what you do within the collective.
So inside the Alpha Queen Collective, we are a global personal and professional development coaching company. So inside the AQC is what I like to call it. We have mastermind programs, we have coaching programs, we have retreats, we have mastermind days, live events, books, all kinds of things, right?
Yes.
But women typically will come to us, female entrepreneurs, coaches, leaders, right? High-level leaders, they come to us to work on either one of 2 things, right? One is either their business, they know they need the business strategy, they need the sales, the marketing, the branding, the lead generation, they want to speak on stage, they know they're meant for more, and they need to get business foundations locked in, right? So that's definitely one avenue, one path that these ladies come to me with. But something I'm a bit obsessive about is leadership, specifically self-mastery. I truly believe that we need to build up the woman behind the brand so that the brand can even function and work. And not just that, but sustainable, right? Sustainable growth. And so it really does come down to that self-mastery, making sure that the inner game is exactly what it needs to be so that the outer game can happen as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. So talking a little bit about that, I really, when I came to you, focused in on this area the most. What would you say is one of your bigger transformations that you just get really excited and thrilled when you think back to when you think about someone who started here and then now they keep elevating?
Okay, well, Leanne is one of those ladies. I'm just saying, I'm going to get to her. I'm going to save her for last. So 3 women come to mind. And I've worked with hundreds. So I feel like I'm like, where do you start? Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so number 1 has been Tracy Coven. Tracy came to me when she was wanting to work on her confidence and her self-esteem and her self-worth. She was killing it in the corporate game, wanted to really figure out who she was. And in less than a year, we figured out her purpose and her passion. And then, of course, once we figured that Pandora's box out, right, then it was like, I want to be an entrepreneur. And so she left her corporate job to pursue her passion as a mindset athletic coach and advocate for youth, and it's just so amazing to watch her go from I don't know what my purpose is to I know what my purpose is to my business to now a speaker, an author, and just an amazing woman. So she's one of them. The second one is honestly Sarah Baus is another client that is coming to mind. So Sarah's very, very successful, right? And she was already successful before coming to me. But one of the things that's been fun to watch her step into is that it gets to be easy. As an entrepreneur, we kind of think that things have to be hard in order for us to make money and be successful. And she kind of had this income ceiling that she was stuck at. And a lot of women entrepreneurs are. We get to this point and we just can't overcome that ceiling. And just like 2 months ago, she busted through that income ceiling, had her biggest month yet. And she's like, Carissa, it gets to be easy. I'm like, yes, girl, yes. And then I do have to shout out this queen right here because she came to me for a lot of, that mindset, that confidence, but leadership coaching, honestly, is I want to be the best version of me. And we all strive for that. So all of us ambitious women were like, we want to be better. And she's, I just remember, right, a year ago, she's like, I don't want to speak on stages. And then I got her on Harvard, right? And I just watched her just thrive on this stage. She killed it. And that, I think, is really honestly what opened the box to the magic and the force that she has become. So I love the ROI, the return on impact is why I do what I do. And I'm not talking about the return on investment here because guys, you cannot put a price tag on watching a woman shine like that.
No. And those words this morning was the first time I heard that, return on impact. It really resonated with me because it's not always about the bottom dollar. It's not about the dollar signs, the revenue. It's about what we're doing and how we're helping other people. So obviously we can very clearly see that you're extremely passionate about the collective. But was there a time or something that you experienced that really just you knew you were meant for more and you really needed to work with women?
Yes. Okay. So what's coming to mind is back in 2017, I started coaching part-time along with a full-time marketing and sales career, right? It was 8 years in this beautiful collision center, loved it, but I was like, I want to, start working with some women. I want to help them really, establish healthy habits and boundaries and things like that. And so I was going through coaching certification school and I was asked if I would come and present a keynote talk on marketing and business development. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is crazy. And I was like, how many people are we talking? And they said, there's gonna be 700 health coaches there. And I'm like, wait, what? I don't know if I agreed to this. It's my very first keynote talk ever in front of a massive audience. And I remember it, Leanne, I was giving this talk and I hit this rock star moment pose. And right there in that moment, I got these chills, full body chills. And I knew that I had been playing small. I knew that God put me on this earth to fulfill big shoes and change the next 10 generations of women's lives. And I got off that stage. I texted my husband and I was like, honey, I'm gonna have to quit my corporate job because I got the download from God and he said I need to be coaching and speaking and empowering women. So that's ultimately what got me into the coaching space.
I love that. So extremely powerful. And just one moment can click your mind shift, your mindset, and your identity all in that one moment. That is one thing that she is excellent in helping others to see. And I am proof of that myself. So we have this Alpha Queen Collective. We're empowering women. We're helping them create their identities. I know that you were a co-author. I'm actually a co-author with you in a new book that's come out, Alpha Queen Rising. So what does Alpha Queen Rising mean to you? What does that phrase mean to Carissa Adkins of the AQC?
My brand has not always been the Alpha Queen, right? It was actually an identity that I created to help me get to 7 figures. And once, we kind of create that, we're like, what's next? Forget the money, forget all of the titles and the hype and all of the things that we do. And I really got deep with what is my legacy, And I think that that's important because, you know, as entrepreneurs, we evolve. We go from, you know, solopreneur to maybe CEO with a team to, you know, an investor maybe. And then there's this next step that so many people don't get into. And it's the movement maker. And I remember that when I first heard it and I was like, whoa, movement maker. Like, what the heck is this? And I really got to thinking, and I was like, what does the Alpha Queen stand for? And we stand to help women stand in their power, to rise up fiercely and confidently, no matter what it is that they want to do in their life. But you know, they need to find their voice. They need to figure out what they want to do, what lights them up inside, and then they need to have the courage to say yes. So Alpha Queens Rising very quickly became a movement. And I remember it clear as day when I was like, I need to do more now that I'm this entrepreneur. Now it's time to build legacy. Now it's not about Carissa. It's about all the women in the next 10 generations after me. So
I love that. So when a woman, she steps into her power, what does that look like? Because we can say that, like, I want to be powerful, I want to be strong. But when I take a step back and think about it and reflect, like, what does that mean to you? When you help a woman to rise, what does that mean? What does that look like for her?
Oh, good question, girl. All right, so when I step into my power, I think taking courageous action steps, even though there's going to be fear, right? Like, it's not that we're fearless. We just learn how to move through that fear courageously. I think when a woman learns to stand in her power, she's speaking what is truly on her mind, right? She's not being held back anymore by people's opinions or fear. I also believe that a woman standing in her power is authentically her. Like, I know that word gets thrown out there a lot, but like, a lot of women are still people pleasing to make other people like them, and they wear so many hats. And I'm telling you, y'all, I am free because I don't care what people think. I do me for me. I live my best life. And so that to me is standing in your power. It's not just about business. It's not about money. It's not about impact. It's finding it's giving yourself permission to just be you. Happy, gorgeous, bold you.
So we do have a question from Sarah. What does the phrase Alpha Queen Rising mean? And I think that she just summed it up right there. Giving yourself permission to be you. Authentically, whoever you be. I talk to my management team about who you be versus what you do. And, you know, I maybe learned it from someone over here, but you do have to be yourself, and it's going to reflect naturally in everything that you do. You can hide it as long as you want, but at some point it's just going to burst out. So I love being able to speak about the Alpha Queen Collective and this book. However, a little birdie told me that I think there might be a solo book. Do we maybe get a sneak peek?
Yes, only because I love you, girl. So I have been a part of 4 collaborative books, and every book has allowed me to find another awesome version of me. You know, I remember my first one, and I was like, I don't think I'm an author. My story isn't important enough. Who would even read it, right? And I had to overcome that. And then through that, I found my expertise as a coach and mindset. So then that next book was around, you know, leadership and mindset and business. And then the third book was really, it was a collaborative book again, but it was a story that I've never told about the abusive relationships that I've gone through and the trauma in my childhood. And I wouldn't honestly have been prepared for that 3 years prior, right? Like everything happens at the perfect time. And then came this amazing book. It is a bestseller, so I'm just going to kind of point that out with these amazing ladies. But what is next? I've been called to, you know, put my philosophy into chapters. I've been, you know, my coach has always reflected back to me. He said, Carissa, if you can figure out how you be and then teach how you know, be to other people, you know, it's going to be brilliant. And so I took many, many months to step back and ask those questions, like, who am I? How do I make courageous decisions? How do I overcome fear? How do I build the thing? How do I take what, you know, like takes the normal entrepreneur 12 months to do, I do in like 3 or a week or whatever. And I realized that it really does come down to 10 universal laws of iconic leadership. And so I'm writing a new book. It's a solo book. It'll be my first one ever, 12, 13 chapters. It's going to be amazing, but it's It's teaching women about discipline and consistency and overcoming fear and confidence and everything that makes up an alpha queen, in my opinion.
So do you hear this? This woman is a movement maker. She is making changes. She's helping others. She is writing her first solo book. This is super exciting. So you live right now in the UK, military life in the UK, but you're here stateside right now, and you're obviously staying busy, speaking events and fun little interviews and stuff. But what else is keeping you busy while you're here?
What else is keeping me busy? My amazing clients, my grandbaby, she's actually 2 today. I'm gonna give her a shout out. My family's here, my clients are here, but what brought me here ultimately is these women. So we have an amazing event coming up on March 19th because guys, it started out as a book and then it turned into a bestseller, right? And then it turned into an event and then it turned into a world movement, taking local women on a global level. So that's why I'm here for the next 30 days, is to really gather as many women as I can get them into the room at the Beardmore Event Center on March 19th and help activate something so deep inside them that they cannot wait to burst out.
And these authors that are in this book, I have gotten to know them personally. I haven't met some of them in person, but just the growth that each one of these women have had on their own just in this process is incredible to watch. So to be able to share that journey with everyone at this Rise event in March it is March. I keep forgetting to say that. It's been like a 6-month plan. So March is here. It's coming up on March 19th. But if you are a woman who is what? A woman should be coming here who is
a woman looking for growth, both personally, professionally, right? A woman looking to overcome some of her challenges or obstacles, or a woman like me who loves surrounding herself with powerful, courageous women, or a woman who is in search of a sisterhood and connection. I'm telling you, this event is going to be incredible. This lady has an amazing story. She's going to be one of our keynote speakers, and I'm so excited to watch her.
You guys, it is, to quote my kids, it's going to be fire, and I'm so excited and honored to be a part of it and to pour my heart into it as well. So we're going to kind of wrap this up a little bit, but Carissa is the queen of doing speed rounds, so I'm going to do a little speed round on her.
Okay.
So, quick as possible. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Early morning power hour or late night creativity? I know the answer to this one.
Early morning, 4 a.m. club right here.
One word, just one word that describes an alpha queen.
Bold.
Bold. I love that. Every book a woman should read.
Alpha Queen Rising.
One daily habit that changed your life.
Fitness.
And the best advice you ever received.
Be willing to invest in yourself.
Absolutely. Investing in yourself can be in so many different ways. And we talk about confidence and self-imagery as being a big part of what we do, incorporating a workout routine. And HOTWORX is something that has really helped many people to, grow both in their mind as well. But I just love that we can bring Carissa into this setting and share her with all of you, because I know that each and every single one of us, it's something in there and it's ready to just burst out, and I am proof that can happen. So closing question for Carissa. You only have 10 seconds, but you can talk to every woman in the world right now. What would you say?
Follow your heart. Ladies, your heart will never steer you wrong. It will tell you what you should be doing. It will tell you what you should not be doing. And so yeah, follow your heart, close your eyes, ask yourself, what would make me happy today, and do it.
That is powerful. Follow your heart. I think that's such a great statement to end on here today. But Carissa Atkins, founder of the Alpha Queen Collective, 4-time author, about ready to be 5. And Carissa, if people on here want to connect with you, where can they do that?
Yeah, the best place, guys, you guys all know Google. Yeah, it's everyone's friend. www.alphaqueencollective.com. You can check out our coaching programs, our mastermind programs. You can check out books. You can even learn how you can be in the next volume of alpha queens rising for sure.
Yes,
so.
and I definitely have some people in mind for that. You know who you are. You might even be on here. So, Carissa, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story today.
Yes.
And just allowing everyone to know what's on her heart and how she helps women be themselves and follow their hearts. So I think with that, we're going to leave for today. Thanks everyone for being on here, and we will look forward to seeing you at Rise on March 19th.